Hey guys, what's up and welcome to my channel. Welcome to this Shop My Stash specific for Valentine's week. So this week is Valentine's week and I am so excited. I love everything pink and red, and those of you who have been with me for a long time, you know that. So this is going to be a really large Shop My Stash because I'm pulling a ton of stuff. Stuff has been coming to mind that I haven't used in a while, that I want to use, just pink, red theme, everything. So if you're interested in seeing what I've picked out for this year's Valentine's Day week, then just keep on watching. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and come over to the drawers. My room, so I did a room tour early on in my channel, and I owe you guys one now that my room is like changed up a little bit. So that is to come hopefully in the next couple of months. There's just a couple of things I want to perfect before I do that. But if you are familiar with Shop My Stash on my channel, then you know that I'm just going to go right down these drawers and pick products depending on what's in there. And yeah, so let's just go ahead and start from the beginning, which is highlighters. Now, this drawer has single highlighters. I've got some highlighter palettes outside over by the desk. There's just a lot to choose from. And I kind of don't even know what I want to select for the week, honestly. Okay, I feel like I want a very good intense highlight, which would probably be the Amrezy. I love this one, and I kind of use it sparingly because I don't want it to run out. It's so good. There's another one over on the desk that's a new highlight that I'll probably use for the week. And then I think let's go ahead and use, let's see, which one is it? There's a pink one in the Kylie highlighters, or the Kylighters, I guess they're called. Here it is. It's Princess Please. And I'll get you swatches here in a little while in case you're curious as to what these look like. In fact, let's just do that now. But I didn't anticipate being able to open it so quickly. This is what it looks like. It's a very baby pink. I won't say it's one of my favorites. I am not a huge pinky tone highlighter type of girl. However, given the fact that it's going to be Valentine's Day, I feel like it's warranted. So let's pick that. I've got, like I said, one more over on the desk that I think we're going to use. Let's move on to blush. This is so hard for me because, so I've got, again, singles here, and I've got a ton of blush palettes over at the desk, and that's really what I have been preferring, are just the blush palettes. There's more to choose from. It's a quick and easy stop, and so I find myself not coming to this drawer as much. However, this is one of my very favorites. This is the Strobe Berry by Too Faced from the Tutti Frutti lineup. Ironically, I never find makeup at TJ Maxx. I am going to do a video on that in the future. I'm just kind of collecting my thoughts and information, but there's a very good reason why I don't. So stay tuned for that. But the other day they had quite a few products from the Tutti Frutti lineup. Ended up picking one up. But anyways, this is one of the ones that I just love, and it smells like something from my childhood. But this is the perfect pinky tone for Valentine's Day or for Valentine's week, and it has to get used. I can't not use this one. So we're going to pull that one. And then let's see, is there anything else that we want to use from here? These by ColourPop, the Disney designer, oh, they're so good. I love those, but I don't know that there's really anything else. You know, I bet you the Patrick Ta would look lovely. Yes, I still have it in the box, you guys. I really like the box. And I have mine in the shade She's Passionate, but I've been using it so much that I kind of want to use different things. I don't know. I think we're going to have to come back to this. Oh, okay. Do I want to use I no longer buy Benefit, but FYI, I do still have my existing products. And then I have to shout out to my nail polish. This is one of the SE New Valentine's Day ones. And I mean, very apropos, don't you think? Anyways, I can show it to you here in a little bit. But there's like a very baby pink. Is it this one? And maybe we'll use this one. I'm just trying to go like super pink themed. And I think that we're going to just see, this is very pretty. And when you swirl it, it gives you the prettiest pinky tone. So I think we'll use that for the week. Okay, let's move on. This drawer contains like additional highlighters that don't fit in that other drawer, as well as my bronzers. So I think, I don't know what I want to use. Man, there's some highlighters in here that are very intense, you guys. I need to get on the ball for Shop My Stash because there's so much to use, and I feel like when I do Shop My Stash videos, it's when I really am reminded of the different things I have, which is, I know, a little bit sad. I think for bronzer this week, we're going to use this Cover FX bronzer. This one's in the shade Sun-Kissed Bronze, and it's very, very lovely. I won't say it's my favorite bronzer of life, but it is very, very lovely, and I do enjoy using it. It's got like a matte side, and it's got like a kind of a side with a sheen, and I like that very much. I like that it's buildable, and I don't, right now, I'm very fair. Obviously, without any summer going on, it's hard to get good color, so. All right, so this drawer contains like highlighting palettes and things like that. Again, things that don't fit in the other drawers. I don't think there's anything I want to pull. Yes, there is. Oh, wow, how could I have almost passed this one by? This is the new Love Glow palette by Natasha Denona. I have done a review on this palette, this one and the eyeshadow palette, and we can't not use this for this week. So let's go ahead and take this boy out of its box. I don't think I need to keep the box. I don't know why I haven't been, but anyways, I love this palette so, so much. Again, if you're curious about it and if it's right for you, then you need to go check out my review so that you can kind of check out swatches and things like that. But we are using that for this week. How could we not? Okay. Let's move on. This drawer, just for reference, just has like lashes and stuff like that. There really is nothing to pick out of here. It's just kind of a supply drawer. And so notice I have an extra or a backup of the Maybelline Hyper Easy. It was the last one at Walmart, and I love mine so much. Never have I found it so easy to do a wing, and it doesn't drag, it doesn't skip. Like no matter what shadow you're wearing, it doesn't start drying out. I can't recommend this one enough. And I also have a video reviewing this liner and just kind of doing a demo, and it beats any high-end liner I have ever used. So anyways, I don't typically pick out lashes and stuff in a Shop My Stash because I kind of, whatever I have going, I usually use one pair at a time, and I'll use them a good 8 or 10 times before I throw them out. So really nothing to pick there. Let's see what we've got going in here. Okay, so now it's time to really start looking for eyeshadow palettes. Now, I've got a couple in mind, but there's a lot I want to use this week, you guys. There really is, and I don't even know if I'm going to be able to use it all within the week. Quite frankly, this is a good possibility. I love that palette. This drawer is very cluttered. It's very hard to... I don't know how to explain it. It's hard to organize because some of these palettes are so large, but so I'm not going to use any of those. I'm not going to use any of that. I don't think there's anything in here I really want to use. So I've got the Amor Eterno palettes, but no, there's really nothing that in here I want to use. So let's go ahead and move on. I'm going to keep the It's All Good palette out just because I do think we are going to use that one this week. It's got some very lovely rosy tones. But let's move. Ooh, it got blurry there all of a sudden. Okay. So again, there may be some things that I've forgotten I even have, and this is going to be the perfect time to bring them out. Eyeshadows, if you are new to my channel, eyeshadow is pretty much my favorite thing to buy as far as makeup. It's the first thing I fell in love with when I first started into makeup when I was in high school. And my first eyeshadow was a Token by Urban Decay, and it was in the shade Vapor. And so I think this one would work so pretty. So ever since then, eyeshadow really has been my #1 go-to, and that hasn't changed. Now granted, I do love a whole lot of other products in the makeup world, but anyways. So the question is, do we want to use this one? See, that rosy tone right there, sorry for the shadow, that rosy tone right there, so, so pretty. I just don't know if I'm feeling this one right now or not for Valentine's Day. So let's go ahead and see what we've got. I love these Venus palettes. They are so lovely. Now this is another one that I was thinking of. So let's see. I do keep them in their little plastic cases. I don't know, I like the look of it. So let's Okay, so this is this bad boy, and obviously pink is the theme of this one. It's got a whole lot of like pinky plum type shades. It's a very, very lovely palette, and I think this is one that we are going to use. Sorry for the glare. That gold foil packaging is difficult to work with, so I think this is one that we are going to use. It's got the pinky and plum tones that would just make for perfect Valentine's Day looks. So we are grabbing that one. Let's see what else we've got going on in here. Do you want to use the... no. Let's see. I love Huda palettes so much. Ooh. And yes, I know, I'm horrible about keeping boxes. That's just me. I think some of y'all are the same way. So let me pull this bad boy out of its box and then we'll take a look. Okay, this is a no-brainer for sure. I can't believe I hadn't even thought, like, this one didn't immediately come to mind when I was thinking all the things I wanted to pull, and now I'm like, oh, for sure. Her packaging is always the very best. So we're taking that one, and that's the Rose Gold palette, I think it's called. Let's see. It's the Rose Gold Remastered. You know how she came out with the clear cover one and then changed it up. The Love palette by Natasha Denona is at the top of, it's like on this little nightstand by me, so we'll grab that for sure. I don't know if there's anything here that I feel, oh, yes. I gotta pull the Kylie Valentine's Day palette from last year with the little bras. That's so super cute. This was one of my favorite collections of hers. I thoroughly enjoyed like the lipsticks, and there were some glitter shadows that we will be using. You'll see those in a second. But this is just really, really nice. Again, probably one of my favorites that she has ever released. The pinky tones are just beautiful. There's different variations. This probably is this is probably the palette that speaks the most to me on a Valentine's Day level. So we're absolutely going to pull that. And I think that's good for that drawer. Let's just make sure. I don't think there's anything else down here that I really want to grab, but I want to make sure that I take a look before I make that final decision. There's the Naked Cherry, but I don't feel like I want to use that one. I think I'm good. I think right now I have more eyeshadow than I will probably know what to do with for the whole week. So, let's see. Okay. And I think we're good. I don't think there's anything here that speaks to me on a Valentine's Day level. So let's go ahead and put these bad boys over on the desk. Let me grab the Natasha Denona Love palette and we'll continue it on. Okay guys, so the other product that I told you that I was wanting to grab from the desk, it was a highlight, and it is the Becca, what is this even called? It's the Pearl Glow Luster Glow Powder. It's like that limited edition one that came to Ulta. It was like at airports and stuff first, and then it did come to Ulta. I very much like the packaging. It's kind of unique to Becca. Let me open this bad boy up. I have a swatch ready for you. It's supposed to be one of those highlighters that really like melt into your skin. Now I just picked it up, so I'm really still testing it out. And in fact, you'll see it this week in a makeup haul that I'm going to do. So that's what it looks like. It definitely has that pinky tone. And this is what it looks like. So I love highlights that they just melt into the skin but give you that super intense glow. When a highlight is just sitting over top of your skin and looking kind of powdery, it's just not, to me, it's not ideal. So anyways, that's what we've got going on for right now. So we're pretty good. We're making good headway for this week. Now, it's time to select some foundation and stuff. Now, if you remember my old Shop My Stashes, I'm still working with this cubby. Don't mind that. But this used to be a like little Chester drawer, I guess, or a little dresser with drawers. I moved that out because I had wanted one of these cubbies because I sometimes watch TV in here. So, and granted I had a TV in here before, but this just makes for better, you know, just for more organized, prettier space. So that's what it looks like now. So if we're gonna come to this little guy right here, you probably recognize this from my little IKEA shelves that are behind me, but moved it in here. So I am really looking, there's something in particular that I'm looking for that is absolutely stunning. Why can't I find it? It's a Kylie, it's probably in here. Okay, It's a Kylie Glitter eyeshadow, and it was from her Valentine's collection from last year. Why can't I find it? I think it's this one. Is it this one, I hope? Okay, this one's called Roses Are Red. Let me pull this out of the box. I'm having trouble with one hand. So the bizarre thing about this is it's called Roses Are Red, but it's actually very pearlescent pink shade. It's so pretty, and I love using it. I remember using it for our Valentine's dinner last year, and oh my gosh, that picture's still on Instagram. I love it, and I remembered that, and I'm like, oh, I gotta pull that bad boy out. So that's what we're using there now. Let's move back over to this little guy that has my mini palettes, because I really want to use the Huda, is it the amethyst one? It's one of these ruby, sorry. Not amethyst. Amethyst is what, green? I don't know. Sorry guys, I don't know my stones and all of that. But anyways, so we're gonna also use this. This is so, so pretty. It's got so many tones of red. I love these little palettes by Huda. Why can't I ever use one hand to get stuff out? Some of y'all say that I freak you out when I do stuff like this because you're afraid I'm gonna break a product. So haven't broken one yet, but I hope I just didn't jinx myself. This is so, so pretty. These, again, these 9-pan palettes by Huda are so lovely. The metallics are usually very intense. They work really well, and they're very compact for travel. So, I mean, we have to use this one for Valentine's Day, wouldn't you say? So let's put this bad boy over here as well. Right, okay. So now we got to pick up our foundation. This is kind of a mess because I have not yet decided how I want to organize my foundations and setting sprays and stuff like that. Now, I love the Ciate Watermelon Burst Primer. That is probably my favorite of the moment. However, I've just really decided that I love using a very moisturizing cream on my face before going in with foundation, and I typically now use these as my primers, and I have really been enjoying the results. So the question is, what do we want to use this week for our foundation? I'm really thinking that I'm going to go in with the Hourglass Liquid Vanish. The shade right now is perfect for me. Like I said, I'm super fair. And this is a very fair foundation. I think fairer than what I anticipated for being a light neutral. But I think this is what we're going to use for the week. I think so. So let's go ahead and put this up here. I'm getting a lot of shadow right now. Super cloudy out, so anyways, hey Fluffs. So this is my parents' dog, and he's a little cutie patootie. He's a little snoodle. We love him. Anyways, so, okay. Let's come over to concealers. This is where I keep them now. So if I'm going to use, now, if I remember right, the Hourglass Vanish, it calls for, like, you don't have to set it, and I think I remember them saying you don't have to use concealer. I don't like the look of no concealer, quite frankly. I tried it once, and it was just, it was not great. So anyways, I think I'm going to use the Huda because the Hourglass Liquid Vanish is a little bit on the matte side, and so I don't want matte on matte. Then it makes my skin and under eyes look really dry and crepey. So I'm going to go in with this very creamy concealer. So let's move it back over, and then what else do we need? Okay, at this point we need like the normal everyday stuff, which is going to be mascara. Y'all call me out if I forget stuff like that. So the Maybelline Hyper Easy, I cannot live without that. So that is a staple. That's an everyday stuff. Like lash glue, I'm not going to put out there. You guys know, I mean, that's just kind of a, you know. Now, as far as my primers, I've got the Fenty Pro Filter, and I have got the P. Louise. P. Louise is really, really great. I love them both, quite frankly, but let's use P. Louise this week. Oh, you know what? So this is the ColourPop concealer in the white shade, and I bought it for those kind of pastel eyeshadows and eyeshadows that need help. I'm kind of wondering if I want to use this as well, just because some of those reds and pinks, I might really want them to pop. So let's go ahead and take that out as well. I think that's it. I mean, you've got your typical little black pencil liners, but I rotate those out and I just never know which I'm going to use. So I'll leave those in there. But I think that's it, aside from lipstick. Okay, I think so. I think so, you guys. I don't know. So let's come over here. Now, let's talk about these lip blushes. Kylie makes these, what she calls lip blush, and it's kind of, I forget what ColourPop markets theirs as, but I think it's very similar, and I love them. Oh my goodness, these are so good. She originally came out with them during her, I think it was the summer collection, and I guess they did so well that she ended up coming out with some more, the ones with the pink lid. And there's one that I'm going to put in here that's like a super bright red. Hold on. And it's this one. Put the camera down so I can get you a swatch. But this is so pretty, so flattering. It's in the shade Cherry on Top. And it gives quite a bit of pigment, but it's very light. You would hardly feel like you have anything on the lips. And it gives the perfect popsicle stain look, but a little bit more intense. So I'll get you a swatch as soon as we pick out the other lipstick options. Now I'm trying to think what I want as far as a lipstick option. I'm sorry, I'm moving us back and forth so much. Oh, here we go. So this is now my lipstick drawer. Now last year she came out with 2 amazing lipstick shades in her Valentine's collection, and I think I want to use that. I think those are the ones I want to use, you guys. It's going to be all about the pinks and the reds this week, so why not? So let me see. Now I gotta figure out how to take this out. Hang on, let me put this down. All right, you guys, so these are the 2 I was talking about. It's like a nude and a pink, like a rosy, dusty rose type of pink. Perfect for Valentine's Day. So the one on the right, that pinky one by that sparkly eyeshadow, that is Wish You Were Here. The nude is Built to Last, and then that red right there is Cherry on Top, that lip blush I was telling you about. Now, I also grabbed something from a bag. So I've been using this, and I can't even tell you how floored I am by it, and you're going to see it pop up in a makeup haul this week. This, you guys, is a Wet n Wild lipstick. Is it not giving you Pat McGrath vibes? Like, I'm actually surprised they got away with putting that little lip on the bullet. But, you guys, this lipstick lineup, now these are the matte. I find them to be quite comfortable, especially if I put a balm underneath. But that's that pink shade right there. It's called Think Pink, and it is so pretty. I have been using it pretty much all of last week. I bought it about a week and a half ago, using it nonstop, and it was $2.99. So given the tone and the fact that I'm so floored, I want to go buy more, which I bought a few, but anyways, so I'm picking that as well. And that's a perfect option if you want a more drugstore priced product. So I do believe that we have everything at this point, I think. So we've got eyeshadow primer, we've got a ton of eyeshadow. We've got, let's see, liner and mascara, we've got concealer and foundation, we've got lipstick, we've got bronzers, we've got blush, we've got several highlighters. This is, yay, so incredible. And then plenty of eyeshadow. I think we're good. I know y'all will call me out if I forgot something, and I certainly don't mind if you do. But all right, you guys, this brings us to the end of this year's Valentine's Week Shop My Stash. I'm so excited for Valentine's Day, you guys, and I will, in case you're single and you're like, ugh, I hate it, she loves it because she's married. No, I've loved it since I was a kid. I loved Valentine's Day even when I was single, so I will talk to you about that in a later video, just how I spoil myself and why I love just Valentine's Day. It's just fun. I don't know, but we'll talk more about that in another video in more detail. But this is this week's Shop My Stash, you guys. A lot of pink and red. I love it. Right up my alley, and I kind of want to do this a little more often as far as these types of tones because it's right up my alley. It speaks my name. All right, my friends, I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I hope this inspires you to pick out some Valentine's Week makeup of your own. All right, guys, talk to you soon. Bye.